All right, so guys, welcome back to the channel. Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Guys, there's going to be a 24-hour free trial for the Discord server in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. So go to the pinned comment, click the link. You'll get 1 day free, basically, to celebrate hitting 3,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,300 followers on Twitter. But mainly for the 3,000 followers on YouTube, just to celebrate that, I'm giving away a day free. So you can click the link, 24 hours free. Basically, come join us for Football Sunday. Join us, crack some folks, get a little bag. If you want to pay the money afterwards, be my guest. If not, you can cancel free of charge. No big deal. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm still sick. My voice is still fucked up. Anyways, spent some time being a family man today. Was at a fucking pumpkin patch. It was beautiful. It was lovely. So hit the pumpkin patch, took the fam out for some food. And I drank a little bit too much. So I am trying to keep it together to make this video because I'm dedicated to this. But I'm a little fucked up right now. But you probably won't notice. I'm a good drunk. Anyways, we'll review last week, and I'm going to show you guys my player props. I'll go over the slate, go over each game, give you guys my top plays that I already shared with the Discord, and I'm going to get you out of here with a bag, and we are going to have another successful Sunday. So, last week, 9 wins, 5 losses. We go up 4. Very good week. Outside of the goddamn Vikings cooking us back to back, they cooked us week 7 Sunday, then they cooked us on Thursday, right? Outside of that, though, man, we've been killing football. These damn Vikings just, I still think they're a great team, though, and I still think I still expect a lot from them as the season goes on. I'm going to continue to back them because I think they're one of the best teams. That's what I've seen. If it continues, though, we'll have to start rethinking. But yeah, last week went great, and I think we're going to have another good one. I really love the slate and the plays that I'm on. I was very picky with them, and I like where I'm at. So anyways, let's get into the props. Of course, before I do that, sponsor the video, Bet Any Sports. Link in the description. You get a 55% deposit match, offshore sports book. So if you're in a state where you can't gamble, you can't bet, and they got like restrictions, you can use this website, and it's just like having ESPN Bet or FanDuel. You can do player props, parlays, everything. And it's excellent. I use it for a lot of my bets now. I moved a big portion of my bankroll over to here because the odds are so good. And you can basically do anything you want. You can take David Montgomery to get 22 carries at plus 738 and just lock it. Like, it's just like having a recreational book. Anyways, first prop that I'm on is AJ Brown over 79.5 receiving yards. Why would you not want to take this? Cincinnati's defense is terrible, guys. I'm in Cincinnati. I'm from Cincinnati, born and raised. We suck. We are overhyped. We are not good. And frankly, the Eagles are a better team. I have no idea why the Eagles aren't favored here. I have no idea why the Bengals are. And I have no idea why AJ Brown line continues to be 80 when he just blows every cornerback out of the woodworks. And the Bengals don't have a corner who can even keep up with him, let alone lock him down. Like, this is crazy to me. I'm going to be putting him on a 2-man slip to get 110 yards, but I'm definitely playing his 79.5 as a straight. So I love this play here. The Bengals pass defense is terrible, and they don't have a single star cornerback who can stop him. Next, Jordan Mason's longest rush over 16.5. Cowboys are awful. Cowboys are hot ass dog shit, and Jordan Mason has ran on everybody. The Jets, great run defense. Minnesota, the second best run defense in the league. The Rams, the Patriots, great defense. The Seahawks, great defense. The Chiefs, and he still got over a 17-yard run in all these games. So to think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be the ones to stop him from getting a long run, no shot. I'm on Jordan Mason over 16.5 for his longest rush. And next, I'm on the Buccaneers. Trey Palmer under 37.5 receiving yards. I don't think the Falcons defense is great, but it's pretty solid. And he wasn't able to get this versus the Phillies D, versus the Ravens pass defense. It's really bad. Versus Detroit, that's really bad. Versus the Commanders. So these are like bottom of the league is Ravens, Detroit, and Washington. He couldn't hit this. So why would he be able to hit it versus the Falcons? They're better than these three. So yeah, Trey Palmer under 37.5 receiving yards. I like it a lot. Those are my 3 player props. Let's review the slate and talk about these games, and I'll tell you where I'm at. Okay, so first game, Ravens and the Browns. Guys, I'm on a full fade here, which might surprise a lot of you because I'm sure a lot of people are just going to fire the Ravens. And again, I use common sense. I'm not a sharp. This is not me thinking like, oh, I'm going to outsmart, I'm going to outsmart the books and be so sharp here. The fact of the matter is, this is the toughest defense the Ravens have faced. The Browns defense is very good. The only other time that we saw the Ravens face a good defense was the Raiders, and they lost that game. The Browns defense is better than the Raiders, and the Raiders is very good, but the Browns is better. So I worry about, it's not that I think they don't win, but 8.5, versus a really good defense scares me. So because of that, I'm just staying away from it. We have seen them shit on bad pass defense, shit on bad run defenses, but the Browns have, that's the only thing they have is an excellent defense. They suck everywhere else, but their defense is very good. Because of that, I mean, I just can't lay 8.5 when I don't know how they're going to do. They lost to the Ravens, and the Ravens had a good defense. Every other team has been terrible defensively. So because of that, I'm staying away from it. I will be upset if the Ravens blow them out, and they might. But this is just going off what I've seen. I'm going to stay away from it. Eagles and the Bengals. Eagles plus 2.5. Easiest pick ever, man. Bengals suck. They're not good, guys. Like, I'm sorry, their schedule, I don't think it's that damn bad. And I'm not impressed by them at all. Their losses were terrible. Their wins were barely. And I just do not trust the Bengals whatsoever. I don't trust Joe. I don't trust Chase. I don't trust the new running back. What's his name? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Bengals are bad. Eagles are good, in my opinion. The Eagles have a better offense, a better pass defense, a better rush defense, and a better running back. The Eagles have every single advantage there is. Outside of hype and the public liking Joe Burrow and the Bengals, there is no possible reason to be on the Bengals here. Give me the Eagles plus 2.5, great price, minus 104. Falcons and the Buccaneers, simply the over. Every Falcon game's high scoring. Every Buccaneers game's high scoring. Buccaneers defense is terrible, so Falcons should score a lot. Buccaneers score on everybody because of how good they are. I do get that they don't have good Godwin. They don't have Mike Evans. So I get being hesitant, but I still think the Buccaneers just move the ball with relative ease and score a lot. That said, if you wanted to take the Falcons because the Buccaneers are missing their receivers, I wouldn't be mad at you. But I'm just gonna go for the over and call it a day. I think even if the Buccaneers get blown out by 21, they still score 2 touchdowns. And then let me rephrase. I think there's probably, fuck it, I don't know, I'm fucked up. I'm on the over. Colts, Texans. Next game. Texans minus 4.5 and minus 118. Why? The Colts are one of the worst teams in the league with a terrible offense and a terrible defense. Their defense, though, is insanely bad. Y'all might hear my boy in the background screaming. He needs to go to sleep, and I'm still up recording videos, so he'll be to bed after I'm in where he sleeps. Anyways, when you got so many goddamn kids, you just got to start putting them in rooms. This is my office, but it's where I work, but that little nigga sleeps in here because we running out of rooms in this bitch. And we got one coming, so it's time for Papa to move. Anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? Man, I get to gabbing when I be drinking. Colts, Texans, goddammit. Colts have the worst offense in the league. Texans are one of the best teams in the league, and there's no reason that the Colts should even be close in this. Texans blow them out. I'm not going to overthink it. Texans minus 4.5. Texas team total over 25.5. Colts are awful. This is way too low. If you don't want to play the Texans to win, at least take their team total. My God, they're scoring 4 touchdowns easily. Next, Packers and the Jags. Packers minus 3.5. Packers team total over 26.5. Why? The Jags have one good performance and now like their lines are juiced to the moon. The Packers are good as fuck. Why are the Jags? This is just like this, guys. The Jags are similar to the Colts. This is like the same game. Colts, Texans, Jags, Packers, same difference. Packers are going to blow them out easily. Packers team total. Packers minus 3.5. Easy lock. Not hard at all. Jags defense is awful. Colts defense is awful. You have 2 offensive juggernauts. They get cooked. Titans and the Lions, guys, I had to fade this game. You might be like, what the fuck would you fade this game for? Again, Titans have a good defense. Very good defense. I don't like these super offenses versus really good defenses because most defenses suck. So when they see a really good defense, they struggle. And you have to beat them by 11.5. It's just like the game. It's just like the Ravens game with the Browns. It's just too good. It's the toughest defense, one of the toughest defenses they're going to see. And I don't want to be on the other side if it turns out bad for them. I do think they win, but by 12, that's a lot. Fade it. Cardinals and the Dolphins. This is another one where I just can't call it. Dolphins are not bad at all. They actually on paper, I think on paper, they're like the best. Are they the rank 1 offense or defense? Give me 1 second. The Dolphins are the rank 1 defense, I believe. Let me check this. I actually want to make sure I'm telling you guys right. I'm sorry. The Dolphins are the 4th ranked defense in the league, which is really good. Let me check their offense. I had this all memorized. Usually I'm sharper than this, but like I said, my ass been drinking. So let me get you where I was going with this point here. Yeah, okay, got it. Dolphins have top 4 defense in the league. And now you're versus a Cardinals team who is not that sharp and I think struggles versus good defense. On top of that, the Cardinals have an awful running defense and the Dolphins got my boy a Shane. So I don't think the Cardinals can stop him. I do plan to put a Shane on a prop for 90, 100, 110 yards and probably ladder it because I think he has a big day versus a weak Cardinals rush defense. But as far as picking a side in this one, I think it's a complete toss-up. I think a lot of people will be on the Cardinals. Especially since it's plus 4.5. I do get that, but man, Dolphins defense, I think, shuts them down. And then I think the Dolphins get ahead and just run the fucking ball and tire them down and wear them down and win relatively easily. So I'm staying away from it. Shit. Jets and the Pats. Another one where who cares? Who wants to watch this? Both teams suck, but at the same time, they both have great defense. Should be a very low scoring and boring game, but who can call it? Whichever defense gets the turnover. Like, there's no fucking way I'm laying the Jets -7 versus anybody with how they've played. No fucking way. So, fave for me. Next, Bills Seahawks. I can't wait to watch this game. It's one of my favorites on the slate. That said, Seahawks +3, Seahawks money line, Seahawks team total over 21.5. The Seahawks are possibly the best offense in football. Their offense is amazing. They have the most yards of any team per game, and the Bills are not that strong. I'm not impressed by the Bills at all. I don't worry about them. I don't think they're great, and I think the Seahawks are really good. I think they had a couple bad games and it's skewing numbers here, but all in all, when you watch them play, they're very good. I don't think the Bills have anybody to stop Metcalf and the fucking quarterback. I can't think of his name. I'm drawing blanks. Anyways, I don't think the Bills have anybody to stop the Seahawks at all whatsoever on offense. And on defense, I think the Seahawks have an advantage too. I think they have a passing defense and a rushing defense advantage. So I just think every advantage goes to the Seahawks here. I don't see a way where the Bills can win. I don't know why it's priced like this, but I'm on the Seahawks +3 for sure and their team total because I don't think the Bills can stop them. Saints, Chargers. Fade. I think both these teams are complete ass, complete shit, completely terrible, and I don't want to be on the side of this. Who knows who wins, but I'm not laying -7 or +7 on either of these dudes. Are you fucking crazy? Fade. Panthers and especially after the Chargers last week's pathetic ass performance, Monday night. Panthers and the Broncos, that's another fade. Who the fuck cares? But are you going to lay 11 points on a Broncos offense who can't score a run to save their fucking life? There's no way. At the same time, if I were to pick, honestly, I'd pick the Panthers +11 because the Broncos just can't score, but I don't think the Panthers score on the Broncos. Bad game, boring game, don't want to watch it. Low scoring, ugly, and no one cares. Bears and the Commanders. Now, this is tough because, like I said, I don't like backing the offensive juggernauts versus really good defenses. And this is the same case as with the Ravens game versus the Bears or versus the Browns. This is the same case as the Lions versus the Titans. So I don't want to back the Commanders, even though I do think they win. But here you only got to lay +3. You getting the Commanders at +3. The Bears are actually favorited here. To me, this is very strange, and I might end up announcing to Discord that I'm gonna play the Commanders at +3. I'm not fully sold on whether I play this or not. The problem is the Bears defense is very, very good, like ridiculously good, top 3 in the league good. So I don't know if the Commanders can move the ball. That said, I don't know that the Bears can really move the ball on the Commanders, even though their defense is terrible. But if there was to be a team they could move the ball versus, it would be the Commanders. So for me, I can't call it. I literally don't know what to do. I'm just going to stay away from it. It's just a fave for me. I don't put money on it. Chiefs and the Raiders. This is another one where, again, offensive juggernaut versus a very bad team with a strong defense. When you will see these bad beats and these upsets and these bullshit games that like ruin your parlays or your straights is when you have a super offense, Lions, Ravens, Chiefs, like I said, and then you send them versus a bullshit team, Commanders, and you send them versus a bullshit team like the Bears, the Raiders, the Browns. This is when this upset happens because the offense can't generate nothing versus such a good defense, and that offense on the other team who's been shit decides to have a good game. So because of that, I'm also staying away from the Chiefs and Raiders. I know it's easy to say lay 9.5 with the Chiefs, but Raiders defense is excellent, and this is where the upsets happen in football. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm telling you, the upsets happen when you have super offense versus a good defense, with a bad team with a good defense all the time. Last game is Sunday Night Football, Cowboys and the 49ers. I love this game. I'm all over the 49ers. 49ers minus 4.5, already locked, and it's now -5. And the 49ers team total over 26.5. I mean, seriously, Cowboys are ass. Bad. Garbage, brother. I can't. Cowboys suck. 49ers are very good. They're going to destroy them and blow them out. It's not even going to be close. 49ers minus 4.5. 49ers team total. Let's get it. Okay, guys. So my final plays for the day. What did I actually play? I weeded out all the worms and the weeds and pulled that shit, dropped the little whatever the fuck, pulled them out. Here we go. What did I say? It doesn't matter. Eagles and the Browns. Eagles plus 2.5, and I'm on A.J. Brown over 77.5 receiving yards. Falcons, Buccaneers over 45.5, and Trey Palmer under 38.5 receiving yards. Colts, Texans. Texans minus 4.5. Texans team total over 25.5. Packers, Jags. Packers minus 3.5. Packers team total over 26.5. Bills and the Seahawks. Seahawks plus 3. Seahawks team total over 21.5. 49ers and the Cowboys. 49ers minus 4.5, and Jordan Mason's longest rush over 16.5 yards. Wow, let's get it, baby. 1 day, 24-hour free trial of the Discord will be in a pinned comment. Come fuck with us for Sunday football. Let's have some fun. Let's celebrate 3,000 subs on YouTube. Thank you for all the continued support. Let's get out here. Let's get an absolute bag, and let's crack these folks.